Yeah, the name of the game is collaboration. Collaboration occurs at multiple levels. It starts off from the preclinical development of a drug or a therapy, where you have scientists from different disciplines getting together to really figure out whether a drug should move on to patients in clinical trials. Then it goes on to the clinics, where you have collaboration amongst clinicians, the scientists, but also academic administrators, because some of these therapies do need to have regulatory approval, we need to have funding, and so that is important. And then usually you have industry coming on board as well, and we need the industry support because they're the ones that can get drugs from the earliest phase clinical trials all the way to regulatory final approval by the FDA. So it really occurs at multiple levels and occurs with multiple branches of the academic world. Medical innovation, scientific innovation is the key. People get excited about new ways of doing things. They get excited about new drugs, new molecules. That is how you can get the excitement of multiple individuals to come on board to test new ways of providing treatment to patients. I think that is a key linchpin for the collaborative enterprise of Mass General Brigham. So we know a lot about these tumors, but we still don't know how well some of the treatments that we give patients work. A lot of the treatments have been established in model systems, in the laboratories, but whether that translates into the same type of treatment and same type of cures in humans is hard to establish. The reason why it's hard to establish is because the brain is a relatively confined organ, and sometimes it's difficult to get biopsies, for example, or assess the fluid in the tissues as you give the treatment to figure out whether that treatment is doing what what's supposed to be doing. And we now have novel techniques and novel technology to actually do that. There's things like liquid biopsies. There's ways in which we can get tissue in a very safe manner, or we can actually study what happens to the tumor, for example, as you give the newest, latest drug. And we can do this in humans. The human almost becomes its own, I don't want to use the term, but maybe its own test tube. So you can really know this is really individualized, personalized, rather than something that we did before in a model system. I think the future with the new technologies, with the new science coming on board, I really am very hopeful that we will have an answer for this awful cancer. It may not be a complete cure, but at least it'll be prolongation of survivorship. A lot of the cancers nowadays become more dormant, where you can continue to treat the patient over several years. And that's my hope for this cancer as well. Where we can get into a cancer that's dormant, is not affecting the patient's function, and the patient lives long term. I think events like this, the World Medical Innovation Forum, where you have various scientists, disciplines, academicians, industry partners, administrative partners, are really important, because when you get minds that think of the same problem in different ways, that is when you really get innovation to occur and to happen.